Let's talk Pokémon. It's everywhere. Your kids love it, your cousin loves it, you probably have a Pikachu plush somewhere. But where did it all start? Back to 1990s Japan. The story begins with Satoshi Tajiri, a kid obsessed with catching bugs, not glued to a screen. He and his friends would collect, trade, and learn about bugs, his own little world of discovery. But as he grew up, the fields disappeared, replaced by concrete and city life. That memory of catching and trading bugs stuck with him. Tajiri wanted to give kids that same sense of adventure, so he dreamed up a way to bottle that magic. Enter Ken Sugimori, his artist friend. Together, they started Game Freak. At first they made games for others, but Tajiri's bug-catching idea never left. Then he saw the Game Boy, and the link cable. That was the light bulb moment. What if you could trade creatures just like trading bugs, but digitally? He pitched it to Nintendo. They didn't get it at first, a game about catching and trading monsters, but Tajiri's passion convinced them. It took 6 years to make. Game Freak nearly went broke. Tajiri didn't take a salary, but he believed in it, pouring everything into this new world. Finally, Pokémon was born. That simple idea, catch, trade, connect, would change everything. It was about more than just a game. It was about adventure, friendship, and discovery. Tajiri's childhood joy became a global phenomenon, and the world would never be the same. From bug jars to pokeballs, the journey had just begun. The magic was real and it was about to spread everywhere. All because one kid wanted to share the thrill of catching something new. That's the heart of Pokémon, and that's why it still matters. Let's see how it took over the world. After 6 years, Game Freak was ready. In 1996, Pokémon Red and Green launched in Japan. It wasn't an instant hit. Kids were curious. What's this game about? Instead of saving a princess, you left your hometown to become the best Pokémon trainer. The genius? 2 versions. You couldn't catch all 150 Pokémon in one game. If you had Red, you needed a friend with Green. The link cable made trading essential. Suddenly, kids were talking, trading, and battling everywhere. Playground rumors spread, like the myth of Mew under a truck. Pokémon became a secret club, a social phenomenon. Nintendo brought it to the world, tweaking the games into Red and Blue for the West in 1998. The slogan, "Gotta catch 'em all," and we tried. The games exploded. Every kid had a Game Boy, every Game Boy had Pokémon. It wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural reset. Teachers confiscated Game Boys, parents were baffled, but kids were hooked. Choosing your starter, Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle felt like the biggest decision ever. Rivalries formed, friendships grew, and the world caught Pokémon fever. The social aspect was everything. Pokémon wasn't just a game, it was a movement. It united kids everywhere. The world was divided into teams and everyone wanted to be the very best. Pokémon fever had begun, and there was no turning back. The adventure was just getting started. The games were a smash hit, so Nintendo built a universe. First, the anime. The Pokémon TV show debuted in 1997, giving us Ash Ketchum and Pikachu. Suddenly, the creatures had personalities and voices. The show was our guide to the Pokémon world. Gym battles, Team Rocket, and the power of friendship, and that theme song, iconic. Kids rushed home to watch Ash's journey, cheering his wins and feeling his losses. The anime made us want to be trainers even more. Then came the Pokémon trading card game. Now, our lunch money went to shiny foil packs. Opening a pack was pure magic. Everyone wanted a holographic Charizard. Your social status was measured by your card binder. The cards, the show, and the games fed into each other, creating a perfect storm of Pokemania. The first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, made us cry and cemented Pokémon's place in pop culture. The ecosystem was genius. Each part made you want the others. Pokémon was everywhere. TV, cards, games, movies. It was more than a franchise, it was a way of life. Kids traded, battled, and collected non-stop. The world was hooked. Pokémon became the language of a generation, and the craze was only growing. Fast forward to 2016. Pokémon is still huge, but then, Pokémon Go drops. Suddenly, Pokémon are in the real world, thanks to augmented reality on your phone. You had to go outside to catch them, just like Tajiri's bug-catching days. The launch was a global event. Parks filled with people, all hunting Pokémon together. Strangers talked, shared tips, and chased rare finds. It was the social magic of the original games, but on a massive scale. People explored their cities, met new friends, and rediscovered adventure. Sure, there were mishaps. People walked into things, wandered into odd places, but it was unforgettable. Pokémon Go united fans, old and new. It brought the original 151 Pokémon to a new generation. The game broke records and proved Pokémon's timeless appeal. For one summer, the world played together. Pokémon Go showed the franchise could still surprise and connect us. It was Tajiri's dream, realized for millions, and it reminded us why we loved Pokémon in the first place. Pokémon conquered games, TV, and phones, so what next? Hollywood. In 2019, Detective Pikachu hit theaters. It was a risk, but it worked. Instead of retelling Ash's story, it gave us a noir mystery with Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. The Pokémon looked amazing, cute, cool, and real. The film was a box office hit, proving Pokémon could work in live action. Suddenly, a Pokémon cinematic universe seemed possible. Detective Pikachu showed the brand could evolve and reach new audiences. Meanwhile, the games kept innovating, Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, pushing the franchise forward. Pokémon wasn't just nostalgia, it was always trying new things. From pixelated sprites to movie stars, the journey was incredible, and the adventure kept growing. Pokémon isn't just a franchise, it's a cultural landmark. It changed gaming, making handheld play social with the link cable and trading. The two-version model was revolutionary, shaping how games connect us. Pokémon helped bring anime and Japanese pop culture to the West, opening doors for countless series. It taught strategy, persistence, and resource management, life lessons in a fun package. The playground changed too. We became mini stockbrokers, trading cards and learning negotiation. Pokémon shaped friendships, hobbies, and conversations. It became part of childhood itself. The impact went far beyond the screen. Pokémon was something we lived, not just played. It created a global community, and it's still teaching, connecting, and inspiring new generations. That's the true power of Pokémon. It's 2025, almost 30 years since Pokémon began, and it's bigger than ever. Why? The core gameplay, exploring, catching, battling, trading, is timeless. Pokémon constantly reinvents itself, from Game Boy to Pokémon Go to open-world adventures. The creatures are brilliantly designed, over 1,000 now, so there's a favorite for everyone. The world is yours to explore and make your own. But most of all, Pokémon is about friendship, adventure, and discovery. It taps into that universal dream of exploring and making friends. It's a positive, optimistic world we all love to visit. That's why, 30 years later, we're still trying to catch 'em all. The journey never ends. And that's the magic of Pokémon.